A&M. Why are the names A and AlDub always being mentioned on EB? What's the real deal? Lately, sharp-eared viewers have noticed something interesting on EB, short for Eat Bulaga. The names A and AlDub keep popping up in casual banter, throwaway jokes, and nostalgic references. It's subtle but consistent enough that fans are asking, is this just playful nostalgia, or is there something brewing? Let's unpack it. The power of a name. You don't casually mention a phenomenon like AlDub without knowing what it triggers. The AlDub era wasn't just a love team phase, it was a cultural wave. At its peak, it broke records, dominated social media, and turned everyday segments into national events. So when hosts reference A or drop the word AlDub, even lightly, it sends ripples across fandom spaces. Because names carry memory, and memory carries emotion. Nostalgia as a strategy? Television thrives on connection, and few connections in Philippine TV history were as powerful as AlDub's. Bringing up those names could simply be a nod to a golden era, an acknowledgement of the show's legacy and the fans who helped build it. Nostalgia is powerful currency in entertainment. It reminds audiences why they fell in love with a program in the first place. Is it possible that EB is tapping into that emotional archive? Absolutely. Or is it something more? Fans aren't just sentimental, they're observant. Some believe the repeated mentions are too intentional to be random. The timing, the emphasis, the way certain jokes linger just a little longer than usual. Speculation ranges from a surprise guest appearance, a special anniversary segment, a reunion tease, or simply stirring engagement online. In today's digital age, even the smallest hint can fuel massive conversations. The impact of AlDub on EBT. To understand why this matters, we need context. AlDub wasn't just a love team segment, it revitalized EB during a crucial period. The tandem drew new viewers, expanded the show's digital reach, and created daily appointment television. For many, that era was magical, so mentioning AlDub on EB isn't random, it's referencing a chapter that shaped the show's modern identity. What about A&M? The mention of A&M adds another layer. Whether interpreted as initials or shorthand for something fans already associate with past pairings, it creates curiosity. Is it a coincidence, an inside joke, or a subtle way to keep the legacy alive without making a formal announcement? In showbiz, ambiguity can be powerful. It keeps audiences talking. Fan reactions, mixed but loud. Online reactions fall into three main groups. 1. Hopefuls, believing a reunion or collaboration might happen. 2. Realists, viewing it as nostalgic referencing, nothing more. 3. Strategists, thinking it's a smart move to reignite engagement. Regardless of interpretation, one thing is clear, people are paying attention. The bigger picture. Sometimes the simplest explanation is the right one. EB is a long-running show with decades of history. Referencing past milestones is natural. Not every mention signals a hidden agenda, but in entertainment, nothing goes unnoticed. And when names like A and AlDub resurface repeatedly, fans will always wonder if it's just a throwback or the start of something new. So what's the pakulo? At this point, there's no official confirmation of any reunion, project, or surprise. It may simply be playful callbacks to one of the show's most successful chapters, or it could be a reminder, legends don't fade, they echo. For now, viewers will keep watching closely, because whether it's nostalgia or a strategic tease, one thing remains undeniable. When A and AlDub are mentioned, the conversation never stays quiet for long. Why even a casual mention feels intentional? The thing about iconic tandems is this: you don't say their name lightly. When EB hosts casually drop A or AlDub, it may sound playful on the surface, but producers know exactly how powerful those words are. They know the history, they know the impact, they know the emotional reaction it triggers. That's why fans can't help but ask, is this coincidence or calculated? In television, especially live noontime shows, banter is often spontaneous, but recurring references? That's harder to dismiss as random. The engagement factor. Let's be realistic. EB understands audience behaviour. The moment AlDub is mentioned, clips get screen recorded, hashtags start trending, fan pages post throwbacks, comment sections explode. It reignites conversation without needing a formal announcement. In a competitive entertainment landscape, sparking online engagement is valuable. Nostalgia-driven buzz keeps long-time viewers emotionally connected while also attracting curious new audiences. It's subtle marketing without saying it's marketing.
The emotional investment
Is still there. Years may have passed, but the emotional imprint of that era hasn't disappeared. For some viewers, AlDub represented a time when families gathered daily to watch together, a period of Killig-filled afternoons, a sense of unity across social media. So when EB mentions those names, it doesn't just recall a love team, it recalls memories. And memories are powerful.
Could it be anniversary related?
Another possibility fans are whispering about is timing. Is there a milestone approaching, an anniversary of a historic segment, a commemorative episode in the works? Show often revisit defining moments during anniversaries or special events. If that's the case, these mentions could simply be building anticipation for a tribute, not necessarily a reunion. But again, without confirmation, everything remains speculation. Or is it just friendly nostalgia? There's also the simplest explanation. The hosts were part of that journey too. They experienced the ratings surge. They witnessed the fan phenomenon firsthand. They were on stage during those unforgettable moments. Mentioning A or AlDub could simply be reminiscing, sharing inside jokes with long-time viewers who understand the reference instantly. Not every callback signals a hidden agenda. Sometimes it's just storytelling. The reality check. As of now, there's no official announcement, no confirmed reunion, no teaser campaign released. Everything remains within the realm of interpretation. But that's the beauty and the tension of live television. A single word can spark 1,000 theories. Why the buzz won't fade. Whether it's intentional strategy or harmless nostalgia, one truth remains. AlDub left a legacy, and legacies don't disappear overnight. They resurface in conversations, they echo in jokes, they trend when least expected. So when EB mentions A and AlDub, fans react, not because they're naive, but because history taught them that small moments can turn into big surprises. For now, all eyes stay on EB, because in showbiz, sometimes the biggest announcements start as the smallest hints. And whether it's a paculo or just a playful throwback, the conversation is alive again.